How to display a donation button inside your streamlit app. Find the HTML image code for the button on the website.
Generate HTML.
Add a markdown element in your app with unsafe allow HTML enabled. Paste the HTML image code in the body of the markdown element.
Profit! I took so much time editing this video, like especially that color animation and that pop in pop out took me a full hour to do. Anyway, this trick still works. It's one of my first Streamlit tricks. You can generate an HTML button from Buy Me a Coffee or Stripe. Put that HTML code into an ST Markdown with unsafe allow HTML, and now anyone can donate a little tip from your Streamlit app by clicking on that button, so it's really nice. Hello, data fans! I've been giving Streamlit tips on YouTube for the past 2 years now. But before starting that YouTube channel, I had created a secret Instagram account where I posted 3 to 4 reels per week to train on my video production and camera presence skills. And, well, look at me now, right? It's the end of the year, I'm too tired to produce heavily edited tutorials right now, so instead, let's laugh at my older videos and maybe learn some data and Streamlit tips.
I fixed a small typo in the last cell of your Jupyter notebook. You should merge it back into your branch. Okay, sure.
I don't know, I'm still amazed that we're trying to collaborate with Jupyter notebooks. By the way, I think on Jupyter Lab 4 now there's a real-time collaboration extension on Jupyter Lab that enables you to collaborate. I have yet to try it, so I don't know how reliable it is. And there are libraries like nbdiff or nbdev that provide you with code utilities and Git hooks to clean the notebook metadata so you don't have a cell number has changed between those two commits. That would be bothersome.
Let's build a Streamlit app to generate a QR code in less than 10 lines of code. Install the QR code package, add a text input to the URL, create a QR code from the text input result, save it into an in-memory virtual file, display the file. And if you want to be mean, hardcode this video URL into your app and then deploy and share to your relatives.
I don't take myself too seriously. Did I tell you I was already building pretty much any random idea that popped out in my head into a Streamlit app, like maybe build a QR code or download mails from Outlook or generate a random joke. That's how you improve in Python, you just generate more and more apps.
Could you pick a machine learning framework for our next project?
Yeah, sure. That's how I feel when I watch any new open source project by a big company, because it's like, dear community, can you please maintain this project for us? We don't have customer usage for it anymore.
Hey boss!
Yeah?
I finished my model to do fraud detection, and I got 99% accuracy.
Nice.
So how many fraud were you able to detect?
Imbalanced datasets, the worst. Am I supposed to undersample, oversample, run modes using the scikit-learn imbalanced library, or do I just pray using XGBoost with there's a weight parameter I think that enables you to control how many negative to positive ratio samples you have, so that it's able to counteract the imbalance. Honestly, you don't really think about using another metric than accuracy until you work on this kind of imbalanced datasets, like the credit card fraud detection dataset is my first time looking at other metrics like, wow, precision recall curve, that's cool. We've all done that, okay? I'm not the only one. It can be harder than you think, you know. So one day I was supposed to label some credit card transactions, and there was a column that was just a remapping of the label to classify, and you forget to remove that column. You can predict the label by using this column. To be honest, I haven't tested this. I have no clue if TPU on Google Drive data is actually faster than anything else. I'm sorry, sometimes we as content creators, when we're on the hamster wheel, we give tutorials about things that we haven't really tried. Now, that's not the case on my YouTube channel now, but that's why I'm not pushing videos every week.
Stay in school, and I think I might quit, 'cause the things I've been seeing in here don't make sense. So
I normally don't like people that say you're not a true software engineer until you did this. But you know, there are scary rites of passage that you need to go through, like every adventurer should do bungee jumping, every nerd should watch Star Wars, and every software engineer needs to drop a production database. Okay, let's all go check our oldest data science project, okay, from years ago. Let me show you mine. Is there a README? Is there an installation procedure? What notebook should I run? I have no clue. I cannot reuse that project. Shelter outcome. There's actually a README, but that's just to say this is my first Kaggle competition, and those are the scripts that I need to run. But there's no copy-pasting commands to rerun it again, like how do I create this R environment, how do I run these scripts, are there any arguments? You know, those should be in the README. That's one of the first tips I got from a senior engineer when I was an intern. He told me if you get hit by a bus, I should still be able to replay your projects. And now I say this to all of my interns, don't get hit by a bus, okay? There's so many libraries I wanted to add here. There was like Shiny, Wave, Gradio, Nice Guy. Even the bigger ones like Reflex or Django deserve their place on there. Ever since Streamlit and Gradio, and especially in this GenAI explosion where everybody wants to build their own LLM chatbot to generate your own image with this prompt in Streamlit and Gradio, the data app market has just exploded. So I guess that's why everyone is trying to enter this. Maybe one day we will be able to generate a UI from prompts, and I think I actually saw some startups doing this.
Oh my god! Oh my god.
I like TQDM. Easy progress bar that works only by iterating through a list. That's easy. Even the ST progress bar in Streamlit doesn't enable this, so that's why I usually recommend using the STDQM component, which integrates TQDM in Streamlit, so it makes for a way easier progress bar to use.
Oh, how long will it take you to explore that dataset? Well, it's hard to say. What are the customer's business pains? Their KPIs? What business outcome do they expect? How's the data structured? Do you have a data dictionary?
I don't know. They just dumped some data and said,
Do data science magic on it!
That does not help at all.
why are we paying you 100k if you cannot do
Data science magic!
on customer data?
I'm sorry, I cannot guess what's in a customer's mind. What do they want us to optimize?
Isn't the whole point of
Data science magic!
Stop!
guess what's in a customer's mind just by processing the data with unsupervised learning?
Well, maybe if you give me the whole database, all their social media posts, and all their business reports, I could guess their business intents.
We only have a week of sales data without
Always.
basket information. So, customer demo in 2 days?
Well, every customer data request, like no data dictionary, no consolidated data source, no analytics environment to work on the data, no clear business outcomes, no KPIs. It's just use AutoML or deep learning and generate something. That's innovation. Hi, brother. How many windows are there in the world? What do you think is the twist of this? Like, am I being refused after spending so much time in interview? You get an offer! Yeah, to build YAML files and SQL queries. Yeah, I know some companies do take away projects now, and some of my viewers told me that they were using Streamlit to demonstrate their works during those hiring process. So they would show their data science process in Streamlit. So I'm glad if my videos actually help you get hired. Please buy me a coffee then.
What do I do?
You know, I come back fondly to those videos. It reminds me of that's what we do as humans. We share stories, we laugh at stories, we learn from each other's stories, we bond through stories, right? And I really hope that Gen AI doesn't steal that away from us.
So, tell me more about your past machine learning experiences.
Yeah, sure. My most recent project was a Kaggle competition about detecting fraudulent payment transactions, and our team was top 50.
Top 50? That's impressive.
Yeah, top 50%. So we use a lot of cutting-edge deep learning techniques.
So wait, first, I had a student that was 18th. Yeah, 18th position on a Kaggle competition, but just by copy-pasting public scripts and modifying some of the metadata. So, yeah, I guess.
You know, first we used variational autoencoder to generate various features from the data, and then we added a denoising autoencoder to remove the fractal noise.
Oh, wow.
And then there was a lot of
Fractal
no
noise.
values, so we used a sparse autoencoder to compress them, and we ran a GAN to plot all of the histograms about the data.
Which is almost Gen AI possible.
Yeah, I heard about those GAN. I suppose it's for generative autoencoder?
Nice. I knew I was talking to a connoisseur.
1 hour later.
So, what do you think about the candidate?
I have no idea if we can deploy his autoencoder stuff in the cloud.
Dear students, if you're currently looking for a job, don't try to bullshit your way through it. We see it. I mean, we did it too.
Be 1 month, could be 2 months.
3 months.
Could be
4 months.
I can see that happening. Yes.
8 months.
That's a realistic timeline.
They all want me to say this is going to take exactly 30 days and 50k euros, but honestly, I don't know, maybe it takes me 30 days to gather the data dictionary and consolidate all of the data sources because there's no data engineer working on this. The only solution you can provide is to tell a customer that the data is not enough, you need to add this, this is not, you're not collecting data frequently enough, or you're missing this part, or you're missing this, and you should implement this. So sometimes this is the only outcome for the project, and don't be shy to we've got this very distinct change of mood. I think I wanted to try different storytelling vibes. And also I think I was going through a hard time here. A bit like right now, there's so many things to do and Christmas is coming and we have so little time. And have I ever told you that being an educator, a very public educator online doing videos is sometimes really hard? Well, like when you publicly share your stories to the world, you always expect someone in the world nitpicking on every word you're saying and telling you that this is bad, you should not be saying this, right? I spent time in the gaming and the K-pop social media online communities, and people there are very toxic and aggressive for some reason. And even like in machine learning, you have some people ganging up against female ML engineers and researchers, saying that you have no credibility because you're a woman, and like,
Ew.
so sometimes you're scared to go in the comments and see people bashing on you for no reasons. So I try to remember the wise words of a celebrity idol that says that 20% of the people will always be a fan of your work, 60% people will be silently judging your work, and 20% people will always hate you no matter what. So I really value your positive comments under my YouTube videos. Please write more under.
Helicopter, helicopter.
Yeah, I had just released a new version for streamlit Lottie, which is a component to inject Lottie animations in Streamlit. This helicopter animation in a Streamlit app, perfect. Download it.
We have built this scalable cloud data platform so you're able to query petabytes of data in less than a second. And here is your very powerful interactive BI tool to visualize multidimensional data. Lots of chart types, AI-driven, user-friendly, easy to share, super expensive.
Sounds great. Can I download the data and explore it with Excel?
Wait, what?
I mean, sure, graphs are cool and stuff, but we really are only interested in the actual numbers.
We don't care about
Well,
BI.
it could query the data from our BI tool and then use the tables view, so you benefit from the power of our scalable cloud data platform.
How about we connect Excel directly to the database to download and manipulate the raw data?
We don't have an Excel plugin for that.
Oh, never mind, you know what? Can you just export a static table of the numbers every month?
I'm not even sure we have an export as PDF
Always.
menu.
Well, we need that ASAP. Thanks, see you next month.
There are projects like this. There was one from a long time ago. There was this big cloud database that we were providing with a Tableau software to do the BI dashboards. And we gave that to a lot of BI analysts, and what we observed was that a lot of those BI analysts were actually downloading 1 million rows from the cloud database and analyzing everything in Excel instead of using Tableau software, which was driving distributed queries on the cloud database. It's like you're paying for 1,000 per month solution and you're just using Excel. and yeah, the culture of change is difficult.
Why don't we have an onboarding guide? I had to look how to do a double SSH tunnel to your machine on Stack Overflow. Okay, did you document it in a wiki for our future colleagues? No, why would I do that? Yeah, and this is why we don't have an onboarding guide.
Document everything. This is my only tip for life. Document everything. I think the more you document and the more you improve and the more your colleagues respect you, write a lot of mails, markdown, read me everything. Because if you get hit by a bus, the only thing you will be remembered for is your markdown. Okay, last one.
Yeah, no, I do think it's really hard these days to be an artist in the way that, well, firstly, you know, you've got to make banging tunes, and that's just a given, and that bit's great. But, you know, to get your music out there these days, you do have to wear about 50 other hats. You know, you need to be a professional marketing person, great at PR, a comedian, you've got to learn all these algorithms, and it's really difficult. Like, some weeks go by and I haven't made one tune. I've just been doing, like, all this other crap. And it definitely gets me down. But then I always just try to remind myself, you know what, though? No, don't let it get you down, because at least there are all these avenues and these platforms where I can push my music and I can get myself out there. And without them, I'd be nowhere.
Yeah, I remember when I wrote this one. I got in not an online fight, but there was someone in the streamlit community had created a component. And I never promoted that component on social media, and that person got angry, started saying I was bullshit and paid by the streamlit team to promote some plugins and not his own. It got on my nerves a little bit. I wanted to tell him that I'm not paid by streamlit to do any of this. This is on my own time. So I'm mostly providing solutions on... I'm only promoting what I really use myself, and I didn't use his components. So yeah, I needed something to cool down. I wanted to tell him that it was on his to do the marketing of his open source package. So this is for all the open source maintainers. I respect you. There's not only coding involved, unfortunately. You need to do the promotion, the marketing, you need to review the PRs. There's so many things that you need to do as a maintainer, so sending you a lot of love. I miss those Instagram times where I was just like doing random memes. I don't have time for this anymore. But anyway, I hope you had fun and learned something about me and my works, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!